Hi, my name is Hamna. I'm a student at Rutgers University. We're going to talk today about what happens to food after it leaves the farm. The past few weeks, we've talked a lot about food production, stage of food systems. Food production is all the things that happen on farm to grow crops or raise animals. The food production stage has the biggest connection to global warming. When you total up all the greenhouse gases coming from cleaning land for farms, animal burps, animal poop, and fertilizers, food production makes about half of all greenhouse gases that come from food systems. That's a lot. But food production isn't the only stage of food. A few weeks ago, we talked about other stages. Can anyone think of those? What stages does food go through after it leaves the farm? I wonder what your answers were. In food system, it makes sense to think of 4 stages after food leaves the farm: processing, distribution, consumption, and waste management. When we first talked about food system, we spent some time thinking about lots of different inputs and outputs for each of these stages. And now we've learned a lot about how the food production stage makes outputs that are greenhouse gases. Today, we're going to focus on the other stages of food systems. We're going to look closely at how these stages also produce a lot of greenhouse gases. The second stage of food system is called food processing, and we learned a few weeks ago, processing turns raw ingredients from farms into finished foods that we eventually eat. Some foods don't get any processing at all, or just a little bit. Fresh vegetables are a good example. Think of a bag of unpeeled carrots or a whole watermelon, maybe a bag of potatoes. Maybe these have been washed or put into a bag, but that's it. That's pretty much exactly the same when they left the farm. A lot of what people eat, though, and a lot of what we buy at the store does not come straight from the farm. Think about this bag of pretzels. It might be nice if these pretzels came from a farm, but that's not how it works. These pretzels have a lot of different ingredients, including wheat, salt, butter, and water. These ingredients all come from farms, but then they get taken to huge food factories. They get chopped, boiled, mixed, baked, and chilled until the pretzels are made. Actually, until thousands of bags of pretzels are made. Then all of these pretzels get put into bags and shipped all around the country. Most of the food products that people eat during the day have gone through some kind of processing, just like these pretzels. From the bread on the sandwich, different kinds of flours are mixed and then baked. The apple juice you maybe had at lunch is made from crushed apples. The yogurt you have as a snack is made from fermented milk, maybe with washed and cut up berries mixed in. Raw ingredients for all these foods start on a farm, then go through processing. Some products are made up of dozens of ingredients that go through lots of different steps. Sodas are good examples of food that go through a lot of processing, especially when you include the energy it takes to make all these plastic bottles. So not only is drinking soda bad for you, it's also bad for the planet because it takes so much energy and uses so many different ingredients. Can anyone think of some other examples of foods that go through a processing stage? Potato chips, canned soup, cereal, salsa, or tomato sauce. All of these foods go through a processing stage. The greenhouse gas that the biggest output of processing is carbon dioxide. That's because food processing takes a lot of energy to run all the machines in food factories. Right now, the energy comes mostly from burning fossil fuels like coal and natural gas. Packaging also takes a lot of energy to make. There are whole factories that make cardboard boxes for crackers, plastic wrap for chicken, or plastic bags for chips. When you add up the energy it takes to run a food factory and the energy it takes to make packaging, food processing makes about 10% of greenhouse gases from food systems.